Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a rowdy couple in love that loves reacting to some RWBY.
Yeah, it's RWBY time.
Yes, it is. And so this is Volume 5, Episode 9. If you want all of our reactions to this series, we have a playlist down below in the description of this video, which you can go ahead and check out. After you check out this episode, don't go there right now. No.
He's very strict, isn't he?
We have very strict rules. You're here, you gotta continue watching it until the end of the video. All right, you ready to check this out?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Ooh, I like that at the end. The yellow and the black part. Like after the last episode.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if Adam doesn't die at the end of the season, I'm gonna be so upset.
He's too good of a villain for them to kill him off.
No, I think they'll keep Cinder around over. Well, no, they're kind of setting up Cinder. Nah, I don't know. One of them's got to bite the dust. We need to win. One of them has to bite the dust.
I'm just trying to understand how like the Cowardly Lion guy behind his desk like gets to be in the opening credits because like he's like had such a minor role and hasn't done like anything other than be a little bitch.
Maybe he'll come in like a linchpin moment in the season.
Maybe. I mean, even if he is like a little bitch, like, you know, we just need more of him. Sharpen her blade.
Raven, we have a problem.
What is it?
Salem's found us.
Salem. Okay.
4 of her followers are waiting to speak with you.
Right. We planned for this. Bring me my helmet.
I always think better with my helmet on. Scared?
I don't recall inviting so many guests into our home. Either I'm losing my memory, or you've all lost your spines.
Don't be too upset with them, Raven. Your men simply recognize the power of a maiden when they see it. Which is why we'd like to have a word with you.
Leave us. Pack your things, then break down camp. We're moving.
A little late to run and hide. You've been on our master's list for some time, so you must understand that we cannot allow you to slip away.
I know all about your master, but I don't believe we've met.
We're the guys you should be afraid of.
I doubt anyone should be afraid of you.
Nice.
Oh, yeah? Tell that to
Quiet.
That's what I thought.
I'm Cinderfall. This is my associate, Arthur Watts. And my disciples, Emerald and Mercury.
2 children you've tricked into following you. A disgraced Atlesian scientist, and a fall maiden with a surname so appropriate she probably picked it herself. Something tells me you've got more than a slight case of egomania. Is that about right?
Yeah.
Technically, I was also a doctor, but I must say the rest was spot on.
Aren't you perceptive?
It's what's kept me alive.
I'm afraid the only reason you're still alive is because you have something our master wants. Of course, if I'm wrong.
Vernal!
So, this is the long-lost Spring Maiden. Prove it.
April showers bring May flowers?
Bernal has done well under my guidance. I'd take that into consideration before you try anything.
Raven, I won't underestimate you, so please don't insult my intelligence. There is a slim chance you and your maiden could escape here today. But if you know our master as well as you claim to, then you know you could never truly escape her. But we come bearing an olive branch.
The maidens are merely a means to an end. Salem's true desires are the relics locked within the Huntsman Academies. Come with us. Allow Vernal here to unlock the Relic of Knowledge, and all previous acts of defiance against Salem will be forgiven. It's the best deal either of you are going to get.
You talk as if walking straight into Haven will be easy.
That's because it will be. Headmaster Lionheart is loyal to Salem now. All we need is the key to the vault. You're not the only one to turn your back on Oz, Raven.
I'm not helping Salem. I'm not helping Oz. I don't want a part in any of this.
That ship sailed when you chose to harbor a maiden. But if you come with us to Haven, we'll leave you, your tribe, and your little secret to live out the rest of your days squabbling in the wilderness. We just need the relic.
I need time to think this over.
You don't have time. In 2 days, Haven Academy will be destroyed by the White Fang. You're going to choose now.
Backed me into a corner, huh?
So, are you with us or against us?
Well, she didn't sharpen her blade for nothing.
Agreements like these are built on trust. And forgive me for saying, but I don't trust a single one of you. You're going to need to give me more.
You are in a poor position to negotiate.
I want my brother dead.
Crow?
That's right.
Damn.
He knows I have Spring. And if I help you get your relic, he's going to become a problem. I have enough problems to deal with. Crow doesn't trust me, but he does trust Ozpin's other lieutenants. If Leo really is loyal to you, then you can order him to invite Crow right into an ambush. He arrives at Haven, we take him down, you get your relic, and we all leave happy.
No.
Now this is a proposition I can get behind.
All right, ladies, let's pause for a moment. We have one objective: retrieving the Relic of Knowledge. Now, Crow Bronwyn may be on our list of individuals we would very much like dead, but he's not going to go down without a fight, and he's not going to fight quietly. Our advantage here is just as you said. We walk straight into Haven, no resistance, no one the wiser. A battle with your brother throws that all out the window.
He's good, but not that good. All of us against him, it'll be over in a heartbeat.
But it's not just him. He has the students with him. He has Ruby.
He certainly does.
If we leave that school a bloody mess, it will draw the attention of the authorities. The kingdom will be on high alert, and the White Fang's attack will be ruined.
Then we wait. We wait until the full moon. Leo invites Crow and his little fighters to Haven the same night Hazel and Adam arrive with the White Fang. As soon as the battle is won, the White Fang demolishes Haven, and any evidence we may have left behind is lost along with the school.
Then Salem leaves my people alone. For good.
You have yourself a deal.
Wait. Don't think I don't see what you're after. If this falls to pieces over your grudge with a child, I will not be taking the blame.
Then what are you worried about? Fly back home and tinker with your machines. And tell Salem she'll get what she wants. and more.
I feel like Raven's playing him.
I sincerely hope so because Yang will never, ever, ever forgive her.
Yeah!
Why do I feel like something's gonna happen to his wife?
Oh, I think something's gonna happen to him. Oof. Oh, shoot me right in the face. Yeah!
Yes, son.
Let's go Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Dad, where's Mom?
I'm not sure. I got ambushed right away.
Once we take down Corsic and Finnick.
No, go now.
But...
You keep assuring me your friend isn't a complete waste of space. Let's see him prove it.
We got this, Blake. I've wanted to sock these creeps since the day we met.
Yeah.
Good.
You'll have to get in line. Blake, go!
I won't let you down, sir.
Shut up.
Yes, Vernal.
I followed them as you asked.
Did they spot you?
Of course not. They have a ship 2 clicks west of here. Looks like they're staying there for the night.
Thank you, Vernal. Anything else?
Do you actually believe they'll let us go once they have the relic?
Nope.
No.
Of course not. They'll never leave us alone. Once our purpose has come and gone, we'll be discarded.
Yep.
Salem only uses people until they are no longer useful. If we want to have any chance of defending ourselves against her, then we need this relic. If Crow and those brats want to follow Ozpin, then let them. When the chaos reaches its peak, we'll grab the relic and make our escape.
And the fact that your daughter will be a part of all that?
Doesn't matter. I warned her. She made her choice.
Cold-blooded.
This path won't be easy for us either, but we must do what's right for the tribe.
I know. I'll do whatever it takes.
Good.
Hey, Crow?
Are you drunk again?
Oz needs to talk to you.
Buzzkill. Don't hold back, Blake.
Yeah, don't hold back at all.
Well, Raven's no fool. So glad that she knows. Like, I mean, I knew she had something going on. I'm like, what is her plan? Because clearly she's not going to go along with these people. She knows not to trust them, or even she does not knows not to trust them. She's nobody else's pawn. So, all right, she's going after the relic herself.
I think Ozpin summed her up brilliantly, and I think it's going to be the theme that we keep seeing until either it kills her or something huge happens to impact her enough to pivot her off this course. But Ozpin said she chose to abandon her duties for self-interest. That's Raven. And so far, nothing moves her from the course of self-interest. She's leader of a tribe.
Yeah.
She gets to be the big cheese. She gets to have her ego stroked all the time. And that's what matters to her. She claims altruism and like the good of the tribe. Truth be told, I haven't seen a lot of like evidence of her being super like my people first. And I could be biased because part of me is like, you don't put your family first. You don't put your daughter first. So it's hard to imagine you put a bunch of people above yourself when literally we haven't seen any evidence of anyone being above you in your own internal agenda. But of course, she has this moment. She's at a crossroads. She could go to Crow, let him know what's going on. They could team up. There could be like an alliance formed. But no, she's just going to pit them against each other and hope that she comes out on top with the relic, which, I think hubris and self-interest will be her downfall unless she can start caring about someone other than herself.
I'm a little disappointed in Cinder, just her like character development more than anything else. Like, it feels like she's become generic villain. Like when she first started out, she was very interesting and like, I don't know, there was like a mystery about her and like, I don't know, she had this like...
She had sex appeal and swagger.
Swagger, yeah, she had this swagger to her. And like now it's just all, I don't know, like generic stereotypical villain speak from her. And I'm not liking her as much as I did in the past few seasons. Like after season 3, like in season 4, I didn't like her at all because she was like just mopey and like, she lost her voice and whatever was going on with her. And then now on this one, I thought, okay, cool. She's going to get her swagger back and she's going to be cool again. But she's just kind of been like, meh.
It seems like they're focusing on the trauma of her almost being bested by Ruby over the fact that she became a freaking maiden.
Yeah.
And has all of this awesome power now, which is an odd choice because it diminishes her and it weakens her. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be some impact of the fact that she fought Ruby and Ruby actually stood a real shot at her. Sure, like, hear that. Be impacted by that. But also, where is the exploration of all your new powers? Where is your ego? Like we just talked about how Raven has too much ego.
Yeah.
Where is Cinder's ego? You became a maiden. You are one of 4 in the entire world who have an insane amount of power. And yet you are so much more shriveled compared to who you were before then. And it doesn't fully ring true for me. She was super smart. She had swagger. She had sex appeal. She was a villain, yet you kind of liked watching her even when she was doing terrible stuff, and that made you feel really weird and conflicted as an audience member. And now she comes on screen, I'm just like, I'm annoyed. I'm just annoyed with her because I know that she's like 1/8 the person she was before, and she's got 16,000 times the power.
See, and I feel like they're leaning in too much to the fact that she's a fall maiden, and the fact that like she's like, oh, I can throw fireballs now and I have fire coming out of my eyes, and like that's what makes me cool. And they kind of lost what did make her cool. Like, I mean, I think about shows like a Game of Thrones when characters that you really loved like were matching wits and like and having this banter back and forth between each other, like a Tywin Lannister and Arya Stark, when they were going back and forth. Like those scenes were just so one of your phrases you used were so delicious. And I felt like that should have been the type of scene that happened with Cinder and Raven. Like, here are these 2 badass, strong, like female characters that are just, that are like sexy and cool. And like, they should be like taking digs back and forth at each other and like one-upping each other a little bit. And I felt like Raven just completely owned that entire scene.
Yep.
And all Cinder could do was just like create a fireball and just like, you don't want to see what happens when I get mad. And when the Spring Maiden like made it cloudy, like she like just like cracked a smile or something. Like there was, there was no like digs over at Raven, and like even the threats were just very generic villain threats. So I don't know. I hope her character gets better, and gets back to what I enjoyed in the first seeing her.
So the way they left this episode, I'm very much excited and on pins and needles for the next episode. We're finally going to get a Blake Ilya showdown. I don't know if it's going to be the last one. Like I have a feeling this could be an ongoing thing, but also at the same time, I think Blake has now seen the potential for Ilya has gone beyond the point of no return. Like you don't really win someone over with, I wish you would love me, so I'm going to murder your family. Somehow it doesn't really work in the way that Ilya might be aiming for. So
it's actually how I proposed Bethany. Marry me or I will murder your entire family.
Sort of like a King George thing from Hamilton going on with Ilya right now. So I will be very curious to see how this plays out. There are like at least 5 different endings playing out in my head to this. So I'll be curious to see what happens. I kind of hope I'm surprised and that none of my ideas are right. And I think that there's just a lot of history between these two characters to work through in this fight, whether it gets resolved or not.
Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access to our RWBY reactions, we're about a month ahead over there on Patreon. Down below in the description of this video, there's a link there for you and a link for a playlist for all of our RWBY reactions here on YouTube.
Happy binging.
Happy binging. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for RWBY Volume 5, Episode 9, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.